As a personal trainer who specializes in working with beginners who are trying to lose weight, I will tell you that I work with all kinds of clients. And there's one particular kind of client who is maybe a lot like you. Somebody who spends a lot of time on the internet researching meal plans or ways of eating, or spend some time on Pinterest looking for new exercises and new workout programs. You know, it's not a problem to be well informed when you're trying to lose weight. But my task as a personal trainer is to get this particular kind of person, maybe you, to stop thinking and start doing. And that's what we're talking about today on The Buzz. Hey Killer Bees, it's Pahla B from PahlaBFitness.com, and it's The Buzz, where we talk about fitness mindset matters. Because you know what? Your fitness mindset totally matters. And if you are the kind of person who likes to do a lot of research, well, first of all, let me commend you, because I gotta tell you, of the two different extremes of this equation, the person who wants to know everything and the person who wants to know nothing, I would really rather work with the client who really is curious about the process, who wants to know more, who likes to do the research, who wants to know, why certain workouts work certain muscles and what's the best way to put things together. I like that kind of curiosity because I'm curious too. But the problem can be when there's so much curiosity and not enough action. It's a problem that we all have sometimes, where we're sort of overthinking the issue and having a little bit of trouble gathering up the momentum to get going instead of constantly thinking. And I will tell you that if this is the kind of person that you are, I've got some practical advice for how you can kind of get out of your head and get out of your own way and get on with the business of actually losing weight. Because the fact is, unless you are acting, you're just thinking. And thinking burns some calories, it does, but probably not enough to get any real weight loss results. So there's a couple of things that you want to keep in mind to kind of get yourself out of that thinking mode and into the doing mode. First of all, you don't have to know everything to get started. The more information you gather, the more overwhelming it can feel. And then all of a sudden, you start kind of getting a little bit confused about, well, maybe this is the best way, or maybe this is the best way, or maybe that's the best way. The fact is, you don't have to have every single fact in order to take the first couple of steps. I guarantee you already have enough knowledge to get started on your weight loss journey. You know you need to eat less. You know you need to eat more. And you can start anywhere with those two things and start to see progress. And then the other thing to keep in mind is the fact that you're actually going to learn more along the way. And in fact, you'll learn in a different way, because you will always learn more by doing than by thinking or researching. Think about it this way. Losing weight, honestly, is a skill. And as a skill, it means that you have to get down in the trenches and practice it. You can watch a million YouTube videos about learning how to knit, and none of them are going to teach you how to knit in nearly the same way that actually having the needles and the yarn in your hands is going to teach you. Experience is the best teacher. And in practical sense, as far as weight loss goes, getting in there and doing the work every single day, figuring out your calories, figuring out what kind of exercises works for you, learning that process is gonna make so much more sense for you and be so much more successful for you if you are committed to learning while you're in the middle of that process. And the third thing to keep in mind, and I think this is the hardest one, honestly, is that you're gonna make mistakes, and making mistakes is okay. Now, if I had to guess, I would actually say that this is the real issue that's holding us back. When we, and I totally include myself in this category, when we spend a lot of time doing the research and thinking and trying to decide what's the best mode of action, what the real problem is this fear of making mistakes. And I want you to know that, there are absolutely skills where you could make a mistake and it could have terrible consequences. Losing weight, not gonna have terrible consequences. I mean, worst case scenario, maybe it just takes you a long time. And I totally get that, you know what, maybe you've got a reunion or a wedding or some other special occasion coming up and you really want to look and feel your best. But I will tell you that that's not nearly the tragedy that you think it is. Losing weight slowly is not really a mistake. And so don't be afraid of not being the best right out of the gate. Don't be afraid of not knowing everything. Don't be afraid of learning while you go. I really hope that this helped you kind of get out of your own head and on with the process. You know, I love to hear from you when we talk about things like this. When you leave me comments, it helps me kind of figure out what else we should talk about here on The Buzz, because your fitness mindset totally matters. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next week on The Buzz.